Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I just love that logo. Look at that logo. It's very good. And I just realized there's a vocal oscilloscope that keeps popping and popping every time you talk, and this looks really cool. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. My man Frank is with me today. It's good to hang out with everybody. Good to see you, and welcome to the Weekly Rewind. We go backwards, kids. We go backwards, kids. When we did the weekly wrap-up, I was always so excited to talk about the weekend, but I had to wait the whole week again. I was like, why don't we just go backwards, like they did in Ready Player One, the movie, not in the book. Both good individual creations, but just different. So if you guys are having a good one, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We had a fun show on Friday. Thank you guys for joining me. We got a couple things to go in. We got some good stuff going on this week. We just had Jeff and Lainey Lerner swung by on Friday and picked up their custom KitchenKillaz aprons, looking fantastic. So we got a couple of those floating out in the world. Along with a brand new color of Yeti that we offer because of the incredible Cricut. That's right, Cricut and the fantastic things that it does. Nathan, good to see you, my man. So thank you guys very much for joining us. We got some photos from Friday this past weekend. It was really cool. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Let me know. Talk to me about your weekend. I want to know how it was. Was it fun? Was it exciting? Was it relaxing? Was it all those things? Maybe it was all those things. Why can't it be all the things? Maybe it was. I had a good weekend. I got to spend a little more time with my Fringe crew. This past weekend for our last meetup kind of rehearsal. Today we had a technical rehearsal, but this past weekend was our last rehearsal. We had a great Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all those incredible mothers out there, all those incredible female powerful leaders. A mother to someone, a mother to many people. But we had a good time this weekend. Good times on Sunday. It was good to see Mama Floyd and Papa Floyd. We got to hang out, have some tasty food. Delicious, fantastic pappardella. Very, very good. Which we also happen to have on Friday. Foreshadowing. This past Saturday, nice and easy. That's when I had rehearsal. It was really nice. It was really very relaxing. Everybody, I feel, has fallen to their parts really, really well. Frank, Matt McIver, but not bad. Good to see you, Matt McIver. Good to see you, my man. This past Friday, we had a great show. But before we get there, it looks like Michelle says my weekend was great. Matt McIver, hey Fred, Matt McIver, Frank, sorry. But it's good to see you guys, and we got some good people in the house tonight. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and making good decisions. Like Aladdin says, you're only in trouble if you get caught, right? You're in trouble. You're only in trouble if you get caught. He gets caught. I'm in trouble. You remember that? Fantastic. So yeah, good weekend, good photos on Friday. This Friday we had it catered by Tornatore's Restaurant. Tornatore's has gone through many evolutions since I've been good friends with Denny, and even Andre the Giant, Jason Wolf, their chef. I was introduced to it by my friend Chris, who was Pizza Peisenberg. So our good friend Pizza Peisenberg introduced me to Tornatore's. They were Tornatore's and Pizzeria, then they went to Tornatore's Restaurante, then they were Tornatore's Cafe for a little bit, and now they've gone to Tornatore's Restaurant. It's very, very good. Very, very good. So, yeah, man, we had a cater this past Friday. We had some delicious foods. We had the Magic Foot here doing all the presentation, which he's so good. He's so good. He did it for years, Made all the great decisions when it comes to plateware. You know what I mean? When it comes to the things that we're looking at, how they're presented, how they show up on camera. He did a great job. We were really, really fortunate. We had Shark Tooth Sam in the house, Tom Azrobian, and Tonya, his lovely lady. They came by to chat all things Fringe. Fringe was Fringe Friday, because we are in, I believe, opening night for Fringe maybe Wednesday. Our good friend Sam, who's part of our ensemble, is also in another presentation that's part of Fringe called Bad Romance. Fantastic. You guys got to check it out. I believe their opening night is tomorrow, which is super cool. So had a really, really good time. This past Friday, a lot of really good people. Bill Keevan swung by as well, the director and actor, in our play Covetous Sin, which was the murder of Edgar Allan Poe. But a good time on Friday. We're going to go through some photos. I don't know what order they're in. We're going to go through some cool people, some crowd shots, people kind of doing their thing, making it happen. So let's start out with baby. Let's get into it, baby. Yeah. There's a Tracy Perry. Tracy, I will say this before I say anything. I felt so comfortable during our performance tonight on stage with an audience, with you. So comfortable with you on stage. It's very natural. It was awesome. It was a pleasure, an absolute pleasure, Tracy Perry. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really good times. Anyway, let's get to some photos really quick. Actually, you know what? Before we get to photos, now that Tracy Perry's here, let's chat about Fringe. Oh, yeah. So this is what's going on. This is us, baby. Covetous Sin, the murder of Edgar Allan Poe. This is our play that we are a part of. There are 120 performance groups that take part in Fringe Festival over the next 2 weeks. This is big. It's the 33rd annual Fringe Festival, the longest running Fringe Festival in North America. And a couple people right here are a big part of it, man. Big part of it. Mr. Keevan, there he is. He has many roles. I'm not going to go into it. It's hard for me to not talk about it, Bill and Tracy, to be completely honest with you. It's tough for me to not talk about it because, like, we just did it. Makes it easy. So this artwork was created by Brian Demeter. You should recognize some of that. Brian Demeter is a good friend of ours. We've crashed his kitchen, man, seven times, maybe 8 times. I don't know. Many times. Many times. He's been a good friend of ours. We've been, I believe the Commodore has been a member of his sticker club for several years now. And Brian Demeter created the artwork that you're looking at, absolutely crushed it. And the more you look at it, the more you pick out little brilliant things about Edgar Allan Poe and the play itself. All of your stars, if you will. Natalie, Billy Floyd, I know that guy. Tracy Perry, Darrell Brown, Luke Haynes, fantastic. Samuel Spar. It says Spare, but you know, I called Dina Deanna for a long time because I speak phonetically, so I don't know which that one is. And then the great and illustrious Billy K. That's what they all call him, Billy K. Bill Keevan, hanging out with us tonight. Good to see him. Those are our show times, guys. So there it is. It's $15 to come see the show, $10 for a pin. With a pin, you need a pin as kind of like pre-access to all the shows. That's how Fringe makes money. And that's how they are able to afford this entire thing. You know, so those are our show times. We have been hard at work. And tonight was, this afternoon, surprising, we had a technical rehearsal and then people showed up. People showed up. It was fantastic. And then there were people there. And we were like, wait, there's people here. And then there were the people. And I thought it was fantastic. I'm really looking forward to Thursday. If you guys have a chance to come to one of the shows, please do. It is big. It's a big deal for us as an ensemble, as a group. It's a big deal for me personally. This will be my first time in 2 decades gracing a theater stage with live theater. It was nice to be back. I missed it. And I didn't feel like I missed a day of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I missed it a lot, but I felt like I was right back on it. I felt like the last time I performed was last week. You know, it was a lot of fun. And the ensemble is great. The cast is incredible. Bill Keevan, absolutely fantastic, and just a wonderful everything. He's our director, Bill Keevan. And Tracy Perry absolutely crushes it. She's brilliant, and everybody just does such a good job. Such a good job. You know, really, really fortunate to be a part of it. So our first night is Thursday. So we will see you on Thursday. I will tell you this, and you guys probably know this. Those of you that have been a performer, or you have gone to several performances of the same type of show over a short period of time, you will see the performance kind of evolve. It's already good. It's good. You're going to see it. It's going to be better on Friday. It's going to be better on Saturday. It's going to be better on Sunday. Actually, I don't think we have one on Sunday or Saturday. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. Every time it's going to be better. And tonight, had a damn good time. It was a lot of fun. I was like 98% scared and 2% excited, and before we actually did it. But then when people sat down, I was like 98% excited and 2% scared. Maybe it was the other way around. Well, that's the fun part. It's so confusing. But it was a lot of fun. It was really great. It was fun to be back on stage. It was very enjoyable. I think everybody had a great time, and I'm so excited for Thursday. You guys got to come see the show. And then come see it again on Friday, and then come see it again on Sunday, and then come see it again on Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it was a great time. So that was today. That's a pretty good rewind. Yesterday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's to all the mothers out there, and all the mothers that are mothers to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like all those puppy mothers out there. I have 2 puppies, and people are always like, I say I have 2 puppies, Luke and Leia, absolutely adorable, And I don't want to say they're like children because I understand that they're dogs, but also they kind of are part of the family. So I consider anybody that really takes care of somebody and mothers them and makes sure they provide safety and health and food and nourishment and empathy and education and love and all those things. That's definitely a motherly figure. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. I'm glad you survived Mary Ann Kurt. So yeah, happy Mother's Day yesterday. Saturday, we had our rehearsal, which was really great. Had a lot of fun this past Friday. Let's get to the pictures, kids. I know I've said it once or twice before, but then Tracy Perry and Bill Keevan popped in the feed. And how do I say no to that? You don't say no to it. So we're going to share this tab instead. Let's do this, baby. Yeah, bink. There we go. So these are some shots from Friday night. We're going to breeze right through these. There's my man Michael Conway kicking it. Look at that. Look at Billy Kay in the back right there. I recognize that mustache, sir. I recognize that mustache. This is all technology. Look at this technology up here. There's us, watching them, watching us through this, with that light, that camera, that light, and that perspective. How fantastic. And here's the great Sharktooth Sam. I think I had a shaker right there. My man Sharktooth Sam just rocking it out, having a good time. Tom killed it. He sat down with the guitar and he said, man, I'm used to playing these with the backing tracks for the show. I hope I'm able to, kill it. I hope I'm able to do well. I hope I'm able to be confident about it and crush it. He was a little nervous. I get it. 100%, Tom, I get it. And you killed it. You were fantastic, bro. Incredible. Great performance. Beautiful to have you at the table. Beautiful to have you sharing some time with us. I'm glad you let me get in on the get in on it with the shaker. I didn't want to disturb anything. I was hoping I've never shaked a lot before, so I'm an amateur shaker. There's some of the food that we had from Tornatori's. We had these delicious garlic knots, and that is the natural size of a ramekin right there. That's the actual size of a normal ramekin, and yes, those garlic knots are that big. I mean, just 10 out of 10. We had some great people in the house. We had Lainey Lerner. She's probably watching the show, commenting on the show right now, as is Dr. Bob. There's Billy Kay doing what Billy Kay does. There's Tom rocking it, man. My man Jared Smith was in the house. This is checking out our merch. Really loved it. Good people. I love it how they're here. They support us by being here, and they simultaneously support us by being active on the feed. And that's huge. That's two at the same time, baby. Sign me right up. But it was really great to have Sharktooth on. It was Fringe Friday. We were talking about his performance last year with Be a Pirate, and we're talking about Let Me See Your Booty, which is the sequel to Be a Pirate. And if you want to know how Be a Pirate did last year at Fringe, it won Best of the Fest. One-man show, Best of the Fest. 120 performers locally, from United States nationally and internationally. Tom Mizraobian with Be a Pirate, Best of the Fest. This year, he's back with Let Me See Your Booty. He sang a couple jams from that, baby, on Friday night. Absolutely fantastic. He crushed it, man. He did a great job. I love Tom. Tom's so good. Sharktooth is amazing. Let's do it. There we go. We got Mr. Lerner up here. Look at Mr. Lerner. Mr. Lerner's a good guy. He's one of my closest friends. I really like that. Just having a good time. Laney and Josh Mullis, the Magic Foot, they're keeping it down. We got the short-haired powerhouses in the kitchen, just keeping it down. Did all the feature feeding, the featuring of the food. Look at that meatball. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of featuring. That's the kind of professionalism, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm talking about right there. That's the kind of picture that if you see it up close, you just want to. I'm going to take responsibility for this. If I see that on my phone, my initial thing is, why and when will we live in a time where I can reach through my phone with just a nice little large plastic ladle-ish spoon, and just bloop and pull that meatball through the screen and into my mouth? When are we going to be able to do that, Elon Musk? What the heck, Zuckerberg? What the heck, Oprah? When is it going to happen, Tom Cruise? And if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be one of those four people. There are a bunch of movie quotes in there. I hope you guys got that. So let's move on, baby. There's a delicious meatball, all furnished, provided by the great Tornatori's restaurant. Oh yes, the fettuccine alfredo. That's a perfect. And the noodles were perfect. The salsa, absolutely perfect. The seasoning was perfect. It was very, very good. Oh man, these are the Brussels sprouts with the little pomegranate seeds in them. Listen, you give me one of those, I'm going to eat 30 of them. They were absolutely fantastic. They actually crushed it. It wasn't actually that spicy, Bill Keevan. It wasn't actually that spicy. I hope you got enough to eat on Friday. We did have a lot of food. It's Italian. Oh, dude, Marianne Kurt, that fettuccine was fantastic. And not everybody is a fan of Brussels sprouts. There was a day and age where I was not a fan of Brussels sprouts, but it wasn't because I had a bad experience with Brussels sprouts. It's because I didn't know a lot about Brussels sprouts, and they didn't sound delicious. Sprouts sounded like it would taste like dirt, and I don't know what a Brussels tastes like. I have no idea. I know of Pepperidge Farm Brussels, and they're my favorite cookie. I love those things. They're absolutely fantastic, but I didn't think that those and sprouts together would be good. That was my assimilation and affiliation, and I decided I was not going to engage in a relationship with Brussels sprouts. And then one day, years ago, I decided, you know what, let's try this. So I tried it, and I fell in love. And those were delicious. Absolutely fantastic. The pomegranate seeds with the Brussels sprouts, the crispy Brussels sprouts, absolutely phenomenal. Oh, what's that? You like pasta? Boom. Here's some more pasta for you, baby. Right, Marianne Kurt? Hey, they can't even do that on Star Trek. They just have replicators. Right, Matthew Pfeiffer? How cool would that be? That'd be fantastic. Replicators is one thing. It's not bad. You kind of, put your head in the thing. They read what you want. They give it to you. That'd be fantastic. I think they did it on Sequest DSV as well. Tiny balls of farts. I guess so. I guess it depends on how your body reacts to the Brussels sprout Nathan June, but it's quite possible that it could turn into tiny balls of farts. Hopefully it's not too bad, or then they're fiery. Then they're tiny fiery balls of fiery farts. I don't know. I made Brussels sprouts tonight, caramelized with me. Tracy, did you make that for this Friday show when we were there? Pasta. So this was the peppardella. This is the porcini peppardella. No, that's what I had yesterday. This was the peppardella tornatore. A very, very good. Absolutely delicious. Everything was perfect about it. It was totally al dente. The tartness of the sauce was fantastic, along with the sweetness and the creaminess of the cheese. Oh, to die for. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's next. Boom. Great shot right there, my man. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. Is Josh singing? Is he yelling? Is he yawning? What do you guys think he's doing? We're taking a poll right now. Singing, yelling, yawning. What do you guys think? What's up, Lisa Wine? I hear you might be joining us sometime this week. Cause some trouble. I'm wondering what you guys think Josh is doing right there. Do you think he's screaming, yelling, or yawning? What do you guys think? I think that's very interesting. Another just here kicking it with Shark Tooth Sam, man, making it happen, having a good time. Dude's focused. And what a blessing was, again, to have him over. My man Jeff Lerner hanging on. There's Lainey Lerner falling in love with her. Who is that? Falling in love with her her lock screen. Oh, there's Lucas Dukas being the cool little pooper he is. Look at Lainey Lerner. Oh, man, they're good, dude. I love this crew. Just good people. But I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Full circle. Yawning, singing, or yelling? I'm wondering. You guys tell me. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, man, those are the shots we got for Friday. Again, yawning, singing, yelling. Okay, here we go. A pepperdella, a Brussels sprouts. We have the fettuccine alfredo, the meatball. Some good stuff, man. We also had these as well, and we also had tortellini tornatore, which was a fantastic. He had the sliced ham with the peas, and I had the tortellini. Oh my goodness gracious, it was fantastic, absolutely incredible. Had such good food. That was a little artistic schmear that the great Magic Foot did, with some of the delicious bread rolls. Look at that high definition stuff right there. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, baby. That's what I'm needing. Look at that. Looking fantastic. Great shots from Friday's show. Thank you guys for joining us. Fringe Friday was this past week. It was a lot of fun. We were really fortunate to have Bill Keevan here. We were really fortunate to have Tom Mesrobian here and Tonya to join us as well. Tom got to play some tunes. We talked about Fringe. We talked about Be a Pirate. We talked about Let Me See Your Booty, which is the sequel to Be a Pirate, which is actually right after our show on Thursday. So if you come to see our show on Thursday, which you do, come see our show on Thursday, we can all hang out and we can all crash Shark Tooth show. Just invasion. It's like a raid. If you guys are Twitchers, you can go on Twitch, you can be following a channel. Say you're following your buddy doing something online, and there's 3,000 people that are watching this guy play video games, or 30 people. Say there's 30 of you and you're watching this. What we can do is we can actually take everybody in Twitch, and we can raid another room. So our buddy has a show going on, and we just want to raid that room. And we hit it with likes, and we hit it with comments, and we hit it with love, and we hit it with shares, and we just raid it. We blow it up, we bring people in, boom! We go to another one. It's like hopping movie theaters. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. But also, like Aladdin said, you're only in trouble if you get caught. However, we're actually going to pay for this one. So going from our show, Thursday at 6 o'clock, over to Shark Tooth Sam's show, Let Me See Your Booty, we're just going to pop right over. We're going to take the crew, and we're going to go raid Shark Tooth's show. We're going to walk in there, Covetous Sin crew, make it happen, baby. Support your local artists, you know what I'm saying? And we got to support each other, and we do. So this past Friday was really great to have Bill and Tom and Tonya and everybody that came to spend some time with us this past Friday, all our friends and family that got to join us, not only here, but also on the feed there. Thank you guys very much for joining us on Friday night. Really appreciate all the feedback, all the comments, all the jests and jokes and tasty treats. But a huge shout out to everybody that makes the show possible. Really, really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, it was good times this past Friday. This past Thursday, kind of prepping for Friday, we had a great show on TikTok this past Thursday. It was a lot of fun. I just went and knocked out 30 minutes, getting back into it, because we got a lot going on, which was absolutely merry and Kurt, which was really nice. It was nice to be back. It was good to see people again. And it took a while for our crew to find it because I haven't done it in a while. And so for those of you that wound up joining in and coming to see me and coming to spend some time with me on TikTok between 7 and 7:30, I think it was. Thank you guys very, very much. For those of you that weren't there, it's probably because I haven't done it in a while and I didn't tell you I was doing it again. But if you do have some time and you want to swing in, always really important to see those likes and see those comments and see your faces. I love playing the music you guys want me to play. As much as I can, try to take some requests and make it happen. But this past Thursday, a lot of fun. This past Wednesday, we had a really good Patreon show. If you are a Patreon patron, you're seeing all the updates. You're seeing all the new stuff come out. You're seeing all the new graphics, all the new merchandise, all the new stuff. There's a lot of stuff specifically for Patreon that has been discussed. So if you want to be a part of it, we have a brand new $2 tier. You can get in for $2 a month. Not bad. You can get in for $2 a month. We'll add you to all of the social media feeds so you can be a part of the community itself. We dropped that from 5 to 2. I tried to drop it to 1, but Patreon kept yelling at me and screaming at me, so I made it 2. All right. So for $2 a month, you can get in on that. We have a lot of really cool gear going out to all of the different tiers that support us on Patreon. So if you want to be a part of that, which I want you to be a part of that, because we have a really great Patreon crew. It's a big team. We're like a big team. It's awesome to watch us kind of focus on a specific goal and all work with a unified vision to be able to obtain it with success and efficiency. Fantastic. So really, really good show with our Patreon show. I was able to sit down with Michelle and Kyle this past Wednesday as well. We had a really good Patreon update of what was going on. Some stuff moving even forward. Now we're really starting to dig into it, man. So again, just want to put it out there. If anybody is aware of, knows, is familiar with, not how to get, but is familiar with someone who is formidable with advertising, marketing, and networking, please let us know. We have gotten to the point where we have a product that we believe in professionally, socially, musically, and related to the community. And right now is when we need to find another additional teammate, because we all have very full dockets. In order to grow, we have to expand the team. So if you guys know somebody who is good, proficient, and just a monster baby at networking, marketing, and advertising, please send them our way. We have a budget. We will pay them. I'm not asking anybody to do anything for free. Really fortunate Lisa's going to be swinging by here this week. It's going to be really awesome. Michelle's already been crushing it with a cricket crusher, and Lisa Wine's been crushing it on it. She's been a cricket crusher for years. So she's going to come and she's going to educate me and Michelle and give us some information, maybe teach us a couple of things that we don't know yet, which we're new beginners. We're just getting started, so we're like second grade. We need a little guidance, maybe, But I will say this: with the limited knowledge that we do have, we've been putting out some badass products, dude. So wait until we actually know what the hell we're doing. Now we're really going to start putting out some cool stuff between resin printing, 3D printing, Cricut printing, being able to laminate using vinyl and all different types of material, cut, shape, copy. It's going to be awesome. So especially for our Patreon family, they're the ones who get first shot at it. And then once it gets through the approval marketing process, we distribute it to everyone eventually. But there are some things that are only for our Patreon patrons. So please become a Patreon patron. Warms my heart. It's not just gas, it's love. And then allows us to keep crashing kitchens for free every Friday night. So good show last Friday. Thank you guys very much for joining us for that. Tuesday and Monday. Great wrap up last Monday. Huge shout out to everybody for joining me last Monday. A lot of fun. I always enjoy the wrap ups. It's kind of like a small little 30 to 45 minute, sometime hour long therapy session because I get to share and see my friends. We talk about everything. It's like going to see a really good movie. Then when you leave the movie, you don't talk to anybody about it, and it's tough. You want to make sure people have seen the movie. You don't want to spoil it for them, but you're like, hey, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Because I really want to talk about it. And they're like, no, I haven't. You're like, ah. There you are. Thank you. Good times. And a good week coming up. So wrap up tonight And this week's a busy one. We do have a Flashback on Friday, Flashback Friday, which is going to be presented and hosted by our good friend Colin Nunez. I will be out and about gallivanting around, handing out business calls and trying to find out who murdered Edgar Allan Poe. I think it was one of you. So I'm going to be doing that at Fringe Festival 2023, 33rd annual. And if you guys have an opportunity to, please come and see the show. It's a funny show. It's a really good show. I will say this. It is a linear, simultaneously nonlinear show during the linear plot, which is very, very easy to grasp and keep up with. And it's very funny. And it's inventive. It's written so well. There are multiple subplots happening simultaneously. So if you have the opportunity to, I could relate it to a movie that I've seen once, and then when I saw it again, I saw something that I didn't see before, and then I saw it again and I saw something else I didn't see before, and then I'm like, okay, clearly I have seen all the things, I've dissected all the moments, and then you see it again, and then there's more. Come see the show a couple times, and I guarantee this, every time you see the show, if you truly open your mind, you will hear and catch something brand new. I'm putting it out there. Fantastic. And if we have this conversation that we're having right now, and you come and see the show 2 times in a row, and you come up and you say, nope, I didn't learn anything new. 2 things happened. I was wrong, which I'm not, or you didn't open your mind wide enough to accept the potential of the conversations happening on multiple levels simultaneously. I'm going to go with B. However, I'll give you a high five. Maybe a donut from Dunkin' Donuts. You can choose it. It's going to be fantastic. But we had a really good night tonight. It was so much fun being on stage with Tracy. And then what made it even better is I turned to my right, and there's Bill Keevan. Fantastic. So good sharing some stage time with you guys. It was awesome. I'm glad we were close friends, because it didn't necessarily feel as daunting as it could potentially be when you're on stage with someone who you've only known for a couple of weeks and only in the aspect of acting. So to look and see Tracy and Bill, it was like I was up there with my buddies. You know, it was awesome. Really, really excited. Right, Tracy, I caught new things today, and the first time I read this was January, and I caught new things today. It's so well written. Patrick did a fantastic job, an absolutely fantastic job writing it, and it's just incredible. So there it is again. Let's talk about this uno tiempo más. This is what's going on, baby. So directed by Bill Keevan, created, written, and produced by Patrick Pranito. And how do I know how to say this? Pray on your knee and your toe. Right, Bill Keevan? I got it. Thursday, May 18th at 6 p.m. Friday, May 19th, that's this Friday, 8:10 p.m. Saturday, May 20th, 1:55 p.m. It's going to be a fantastic show. Tuesday, May 23rd, 9:10 p.m. That is going to be, I can't say anything bad about any of these shows. They're all going to be incredible. I'm so excited. Saturday, May 27th, 3:10 p.m., which is going to be incredible. And then Sunday, the 7 p.m. show, that one is probably going to be incomparable to the other 5 shows. Because that one it'll be our final show, which is always different. It's going to be our 6th show, which is going to be a little bit more evolved than the 5th show. It's going to be a hello show, a welcome show, a congratulatory show, a goodbye show, a sad show, a happy show, and potentially in and of its own rank the best show. I will say this. May 18th, 6 p.m., that is going to be the show. And everyone after that is going to be its own incredible, creative, expressive monster to watch. They will all be the same, but completely different. The only way I could explain that is by introducing you to it, so you have to come and see it. That's all. This is all I can say. The Michael is happen for you. But it's going to be a good time. Really looking forward to it. A huge shout out to everybody involved. Our stage manager, Kira, making it happen. She's no joke. She is a powerhouse. She takes charge. She does great things. A huge shout out to Zach Cabral. That's right, kids. Zach Cabral over at Castledor Studios, part of the fam, was able to contribute a little bit of time, love, and knowledge to an incredible soundbite that we're going to be using during the play, which I'm really excited. A huge shout out to Zach Cabral and Castledor Studios for helping us with that, man. That was really, really cool. His turnaround was less than a day. I reached out to Zach. I sent him an idea. He sent me back 3 interpretations of said idea. We narrowed it down to 1. I asked for a clarifying point on 1. He hit me with that clarifying point. I asked for 1 more clarifying point on that to make sure that that could be exactly what we need, and boom, he did it. Less than 2 days, the entire project was done. It was over. It was taken care of. Zach Cabral, Castledor Studios, which also I totally forgot. I spent 3 hours with Zach at Castledor Studios last night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. slapping the bass, while my good friend Tyler played the drums and Landon Nolan played the guitar and sang a little bit of music. 3 hours, we were jamming, dude. We had a great time. Huge shout out to Castledor. Huge shout out to Zach, not only for making the soundbite for the play, but for hosting a fantastic rehearsal last night. Landon, Tyler, and I got in. It's been a long time since I played bass like that. You know what? Now that I think about that, it was very, very interesting. I didn't really think about that. I hadn't played bass in such a long time. From yesterday, the last time I was in studio with a bass guitar was probably about 20 years ago. That was yesterday. And today, I stepped on stage and performed in front of a fantastic audience. And the last time I did that was about 20 years ago. Funny how that happens, huh? 2 things that are not even connected in any way whatsoever happen back to back. And the last time both of them happened individually was 20 years ago. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. I got some really good feedback from everybody. Natalie was very, very sweet. Her and I were talking in the dressing room. Natalie killed it. We were chatting, and she had some wonderful feedback for me. So I appreciate that, guys. It was a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. I think everybody's going to really enjoy it. The crowd response that we got tonight was incredible, and it was only our technical rehearsal. So while we were putting on the play, Kira and the stage lighting technician, they were in their own isolated room going through how the lights and everything were going to work completely separate from what we were doing. So we're practicing the play at the same time they're doing the technicality and they're learning and they're programming. So during the play, the lights are just going off and things are happening and they don't necessarily match up, and they weren't supposed to. You know, this is completely separate. This is what a technical rehearsal is. They go through all the techniques. They're not paying attention to what we're doing. We're just utilizing the time on stage to have our play and our performance and get what it feels like to be on stage with the space. But at the same time, but not connected, Kira and the stage technician, the lighting technician, the house technician, they are in the technical, they're in the room, they're in the control room, and they're just programming everything. Okay, what happens? Okay, we got that, let's narrow that down. Great, let's turn that on, let's turn that off. While they're doing that, they're not paying attention to what we're doing. They're there for them, their technical rehearsal. So during the performance and even during our dry rehearsal, our dry run, the lights were just, sound bits were going off. And we even still had a great time today. And it wasn't even, they didn't even match up because they weren't supposed to. Today was a technical rehearsal. Next thing we know, we were getting ready to run from the top. And Kira says, hey, there's a big line of people outside. I don't know how many there are, but they're going to come in and they're going to watch the performance. I was like, okay. And they did. And it was a good amount, maybe 24 people, maybe more than that. I don't know. It was dark. But they really enjoyed it. And we were not even fully going yet. They saw 80% of it because the technical aspect of it and the performance aspect of it were happening as rehearsals and tests at 2 separate times. And they still really loved it, and their feedback was awesome. So it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. I'm super, super excited for Thursday. It's going to be a blast. And if you blink your eyes and you wait a couple shows, you're going to see a completely different show every time you come and see it. And every time it's going to get better. But every time that you see it is going to be memorable. It'll never be done that way again. And that's the best part about stage, is you can come and see the show on Thursday night and come and see the show on Friday night. It's going to be 2 totally different shows while being identical, exactly the same, but completely different. So that's my favorite thing. That's one of my favorite things. Probably my second favorite thing. I think my first favorite thing is the fact that it's live. There's no take 2. There's no do-over. There's no redo. you're going, baby. And it's awesome. The adrenaline, the creativity, the opportunity is unmatched. And I hope everybody that is part of Fringe Festival this year has a fantastic time. I hope they break all the legs. And I hope if you're in the Central Florida area, you break off a little window of time and you go see one of the 120 performance teams from around the world that are here for Orlando Fringe. From around the world. People were like, Fringe, I never heard of that. You know what? I didn't hear of it until a couple of years ago, and I was a little embarrassed about how can something have been here for, at the time, 31 years, and I never even heard it before. What's going on here? Then when I started digging into it, I'm like, have I been living under a rock? All these performers, all these musicians, all these singers, all these dancers, all of these actors, all of these creators and publishers, and it's incredible. What? 120 performance groups from around the world are here for 2 weeks, performing in the 33rd Annual Fringe Festival, which is the longest-running Northern American Fringe Festival. Longest running. 33 years. Crush it. It's like the second or third in the world. Super fortunate to be on stage with these crazy kids, and really looking forward to it. Thank you guys very much for the motivation and support. I most certainly appreciate it. I know you guys have a lot of choices when it comes to your entertainment, and I really appreciate you guys breaking off a little time to spend with me. And us. It's so heartwarming to see people like Tom Mesrobian, to see people like Bill Keevan, to see people sit down in this chair, just extremely talented, very driven, wonderfully focused, incredibly empathetic, amazingly loving, with powerful personalities, and they come and share some time with us, and it's so much fun. Absolutely fantastic. What's up, Christine James? Good to see you, girl. Good to see you, Christine James. Hello. I miss you. But we had a really good night, good community, good fun, good food. Thanks for the photos. Photos were great for Friday night. They were beautiful. That meatball, I just wanted to lick the screen. It was fantastic. But the big thing going on right now, moving forward, we have a flashback on Friday. Thursday we have a performance, so I'm not going to be able to perform on TikTok. We have our opening night, and then Chartreuse Sam. And then Friday we have a show as well. We're going to have a flashback Friday for KitchenKillaz. So KitchenKillaz Friday will be a flashback Friday. If you're in the Central Florida area, if you're in the Tampa, the Orlando, if you're anywhere, come and see one of the performances that I am blessed to be a part of. It is called Covetous Sin, The Murder of Edgar Allan Poe. It is a play going on at the 2023 Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival. 33rd annual, 120 performance companies gathering together from around the world for the next 2 weeks to put on the Orlando Fringe Festival. These are our showtimes right down there at the bottom. We are in the yellow venue. Lello venue, better. Send Billy a DM about your bother, sir. Yeah, definitely. Definitely do it. Yeah, absolutely, Cole. My brother works in graphic design, advertising, and network. Cole, you just might be an angel in the outfield. You know what I mean? By the way, dude, I'm really proud of you, man. Thanks for shooting me that pic. My man Cole Watson has picked the guitar back up. He played it for a little bit, put it down, picked it back up. He has a fantastic name, Cole Watson. Come on now, that's a name. That's all right. That's a name. That's a great name, Cole Watson. I see Cole Watson in big lights, baby. Congratulations to you, Cole. That's awesome, man. Not always easy, but if you get a little time, always fun. And maybe if you're up to it one day and you're down, we can play a jam together when you come to visit. We'll play some music. It'll be fun. But yeah, man, that would be great, Cole. Shoot me a message. Let me know what's going on, and we'll see what we can make happen. That'd be great. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me tonight. Thank you very much. That was the weekly rewind, baby. We went backwards, then we went forward, then we went a little bit backward and a little bit forward, and now we're here. Know what I'm saying, Tracy Perry? Cole Watson. Yeah. Cool, man. So let me jam a jam on my GTFO. Let's hear it for the boys. Ooh. Man, I've had some great 80s and 90s music in my head lately. Yeah. Let's hear it for my baby. Last night we, Landon, myself, and Tyler played a little Nelly Furtado. Fantastic, man. It was so good. I was like, man, I totally forgot she wrote that song. We had a great time, dude. I hope to be able to play with those guys again because they were just an absolute blast. Just brilliant musicians. Tyler and Landon have both been musicians for so long in so many different things. I got started I got started when I was 19, which is young to some people and old to others. Definitely old to others. Landon and Tyler started, they were very young. Sarah, is that what you're talking about? Sarah, no time is a good time for goodbye. Or Sarah Watson, is that what you're talking about? There we go. There we go. There we go. Sweet Baby Ray. Let's play a jam. Boop, boop. Hello. I don't know who Sarah is. What's Sarah? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Nathan? Yeah, is that what you're talking about from Starship? Sarah, Sarah, no time is a good time for goodbye. Yeah, yeah. They had that. Yeah, that was a good song. Oh, all mistakes when the games are high. I sing that all the time, but I sing it to Leia. I should Leia, Leia. That's Leia's song. So let's do a little ghosting. I'm on GTFO, dog. So yeah, man, I hope you guys are having a good one. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time with me tonight. Most certainly appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. Oh yeah, been a long time coming. Which has been very true. There we go. Let me make sure. I think I went through all these photos, and I think we're good. I think you've seen all the things. You know what I mean? I believe you have. So yeah. I'm going to play a little jam for you guys. And while I'm doing that, there it is. That is our fringe schedule. Make sure you check it out. Please. If you don't mind, it would be very nice of you to do such a thing. This is all of it here. Hello. Artwork by Mr. Brian Demeter, making it happen. Oh, stop it, Christine. I mean, keep going. I'm just kidding. So yeah, man, we had a good time at rehearsal today. It was good seeing you at MegaCon, Christine. Meeting Cole, seeing you, seeing Tim, seeing everybody was a lot of fun. So I hope to see you guys soon. If you have a chance to make it to one of the performances that we're talking about, the fringe performances, I think you would really enjoy it. You get to see me in a little bit of a different light. In this case, I will be Chief Inspector James Gidget of the Baltimore Police Department. And I'll be investigating the death of Edgar Allan Poe. That's right. We're going to find out who killed him. Do we? Maybe. Is it you? Also maybe. So here we go. I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open my letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now unread, because you've already said those words that shift my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing enclosed. The spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, a marked man, and I'm broken. I didn't listen to that voicemail, a tick-tock, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now, I'm through it. I moved on in my head, those thoughts of future frames and photos left for dead. So you stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, mark man, and I'm broken. Right down, you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, mark man, and I'm broken. Right down, broken. Right down. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, a marked man, and I'm broken. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on so enclosed. A spell stays unspoken. I'm a dark silhouette, mark man, and I'm broken. Right down, broken. Right down. I didn't listen to that voicemail, I'll tear over my letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support and your love very much. That was a little voicemail for you, a little ghosted. So I hope you guys are having a good Monday. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I most certainly appreciate it. Jams are indeed love it. It's a pleasure to spend time with you. So you are a very cool dude, Christine James. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Marianne Kurt. You too. I hope so, Christine. Bring the family. It's a great play. It's written wonderfully. The theater is beautiful. It would be wonderful to see you. We can do some hugs and some pictures. I can give my man Cole a nice high five for picking that guitar back up. Actually, I give him a high five just for being Cole Watson. Seriously, listen to the name. Cole Watson, live at the Grand Ole Opry. I'd go see it. Tim James, good to see you. So thank you guys for spending some time with us tonight. I most certainly appreciate it. I'm going to get getting, baby. And I hope you guys have a really good day and a good wrap-up and a good Monday, a good rewind, a good Tuesday. And we got some good things happening, and you guys are a big part of it. And I hope I hope I'm able to convey my level of appreciation through words and actions, love and music, and community and camaraderie, and hopefully friendship. I hope. Let me know. Frank, anything else for him? No? Good to go? I love it. A man of very few words. I hope you guys have a good day. Stay out of trouble. Live long and prosper. I will talk to you guys soon. I'll see you Wednesday for our Patreon patrons. Patreon.com/KitchenKillaz for as little as $2 a month. We have a $2 tier all the way up to a $100 tier. A huge shout out to all of our tier members. You all mean the world to us. We're able to keep the show free on Friday nights, free on Monday nights, free on Wednesday nights. We've been performing this KitchenKillaz every Friday for over 5 years, almost 6 years, for free. And the reason we're able to do it and continue it and grow it is because of you guys. And a big shout out to our Patreon patrons for being our Patreon patrons. They keep the lights on. They keep the lights on. So for all those Friday nights, it's not just me to thank for a good Friday. It's the staff that I have at my disposal, which I'm very fortunate for, the friends and family and our Patreon patrons that literally help keep the lights on. So huge shout out to you guys. Help keep it growing. Help keep it going. Invite me to your kitchen, kitchenkillaz@gmail.com. If I missed anybody or missed anything or we're supposed to chat, shoot me a DM. Cole Watson, look forward to hearing from you about your brother so we can reach out and see if we can grow this project a little more together. You guys have a good night. Stay out of trouble. Live long and prosper. Peace, love, above all that other stuff. Lots of happiness. And I will talk to you guys soon. From myself and Frank and the KitchenKillaz community, have a wonderful Monday. And we'll talk to you Wednesday night, 7:05. Love you.